Blessings. So it's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. So much has transpired since I've talked to everybody. You're looking good today. Well, here at Saltwater Queen, I've been working on this project pretty hard. So in July, I traveled to Chicago. And here I am in Chicago O'Hare Airport doing my thing, trying to get around, which I did, and I was quite successful. Caught the subway. Yeah, honey, I was in there. So as you can see, I'm on the subway, a little happy but tired. And they had a stop named Harlem, lovely, on the Blue Line, back there in Chicago. Enjoyed my ride. It was quite quiet because it was late at night. They had some beautiful artwork that I was able to captivate my eyes. Oh, I loved it. And of course, I stayed at the Chicago Hilton. Pretty decent stay there. And there's the room, and that's how I was living. So I woke up, had coffee, and we were on to our next venture at the garden.
And so I know a lot of you are dreaming and creating spaces, programs, things around protecting the spirits and restoring the spirits of all the people that you will engage in. So I wanted to offer that lens, right? Offer that lens as you interact and see and walk and engage in Chicago and look at where are all these spaces that are being intentionally created to protect the spirits and restore the spirits and hearts of its people, which is a very different narrative than the dominant narrative, right?
The 2026 Voqal Fellows. These are the Voqal Fellows that I was a part of and glad to be a part of, minus one fellow that happened to be in Germany. But it was a pleasant experience, and Chicago was beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed just watching the scenery. It reminded me a lot of New York in a different type of way. Loved the murals, loved the artwork. It was me. And I was enjoying it. I was taking it in. As quiet as it's kept, Chicago people, they got a heart of gold. They really do. The artwork is phenomenal.
Evening, because she's part of the Raíces thing. Oh yeah, she's everywhere. She just happened to be in front of my face. I was like, hey girl, can we use your space? She said yeah.
Nice. That's beautiful. Thank you so much for having us here.
Of course.
Blessings.
Let me know if y'all have any other questions.
Okay, thank you.
But a lot of these are like either established artists, new artists. Some of them are just community members. So not all of them like do artwork as like a full-time living, but just kind of wanted to do this project. So yeah.
Your name?
Elena.
Elena?
Next steps. Slide. The goal is not just creative expression, it's documentation and future opportunity. This work supports ethical storytelling, artist care, creative career development. As the editorial lead, I support the artists, helping clarify their vision, shape their story, organize drafts, and move toward a finished artifact at a pace that works for everyone.
The Somali history of Minneapolis. As far as like, damn. So they took you like to Powderhorn Park and all that. Yeah, literally, yeah. Nah, they're down. It's I think there's like this. So many other people from outside and other places have rushed into the story. I don't know if we've had a chance to really tell our story. If I'm honest with you.
So after dinner, of course, the next following day, I got some shots of Chicago that were just phenomenal shots, as you can see. And I just walked around and really enjoyed Chicago for what it was, and I took it in. I had to breathe in very well, but this is my beautiful breakfast, salmon bagel at the hotel. Here Molly is opening up the door to the arts building, and this is where I presented at the Fine Arts Building. And it was a great time that we had there. It was a bit warm because it was the summertime. It was an old building, as you can see, with the old elevator. Reminded me totally of New York, because these are the type of elevators you would catch in like the Garment District or downtown Manhattan. So it really did put me in the frame of being back in New York. So we were there. I presented in this room. As you can see, we're walking in, and hey, we had a great presentation. And here we are entering into the office of Chicago Votes. It's in the Arts Building here in Chicago, Illinois. And this is where some of us were presenting for today.
Blessings. How you doing, my brother? What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Hi, Jeremiah. Nice to meet you. My name is Miss Nicholle.
So afterwards, Michelle and Chris and I, we started walking to the restaurant, took a picture of what I saw on the ground. I thought that was really, really interesting. So we visited the National Public Housing Museum in Chicago, Illinois, which was part of our trip of the Voqal Fellows. And while we were there, we learned a lot about the Chicago public housing projects and how a lot of people, folks that were in projects, were relocated around the city. A lot of immigrant neighborhoods had changed and became regentrified. Here you see Michelle checking in, and we just, good times. One of my favorite shows as a child growing up. And here we are at the Community Power Hour Roundtable at the National Public Housing Museum. They had 4 to 5 speakers telling us about the history of Chicago, which was really interesting, and about how Chicago was structured housing-wise, and for how they were also redlined as well. Now, we know that went around all around the country, but here they go into depth and in detail of how it was and how it's changed today. So the panel also had gifts for us. The gentleman in the red shirt gave out one of his books. He's also a professor there in Chicago at one of the universities. The artwork was phenomenal. And as you can see, I'm taking a picture with the woman that was checking us in. Beautiful colors she had.
I never thought about, well, what does it mean to grieve as a community, and what does it mean to grieve with people who you're not connected to by blood, who are not your family. And it was when a comrade who I met through BYP 100 and later on through reporting through City Bureau passed away a few years ago, and his partner really opened up herself to like grieving him and remembering him together with people in community. And that was the first time that I'm like, this doesn't have to be something that we go through alone. This is something that we need as a community and that we can make happen and it can look celebratory too.
I was honored to meet Dorothy Burge, the woman who made the quilt of Trayvon.
One of the first quilts that I did about social justice issues was when Trayvon Martin was killed. Mm-hmm. And so this quilt traveled around the country. It ended up in the Smithsonian Museum, and Vice President Vance took it down, said it was too controversial. I said, I don't care what you think about it. I will continue to do what I need to do.
So it's truly an honor to go to Chicago, meet these fabulous and phenomenal people, especially Dorothy. I didn't expect to meet her. This young man, he had been released from prison, was doing great things. And again, just honored to meet another queen. All these queens were very valuable to me. I didn't get a lot of time to spend with them, but it was just great to meet other spirits that were doing great work, such as a photographer here in Chicago, and the gentleman, David, who gave us the books for free. Blessings. I hope you're enjoying your summer as much as me. Enjoy. Have a great time. 2026. It's Leo season. Ow.